हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू द चैनल फिजिक्स बाय आईआईटियंस। आज से हम एक नया लेक्चर स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं जिसका नाम है न्यूमेरिकल एंड कंप्यूटेशनल मेथड्स इन रिसर्च। इस सीरीज में हम लोग काफी सारे टॉपिक्स डिस्कस करने वाले हैं, जैसे कि सॉल्यूशन ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल एंड ट्रांसडेंसल इक्वेशंस, इंटरपोलेशन, अप्रोक्सीमेशन, लीस्ट स्क्वायर फिटिंग, न्यूमेरिकल इंटीग्रेशन, ordinary differential equation and partial differential equation using numerical techniques, matrix algebra, in which we will discuss power method, inverse power method. Then in last we will discuss integral equations. Before starting this video, we have an announcement. You can join our test series to evaluate your performance. The test series consists of three types. One is full length test, it will cost you 200 rupees. Another is subjective test, that will cost you 500. And there is a combination of both the tests, it will be around 700. So let's start the video. The first topic of today's video is bisection method. Bisection, as the name suggests, it divides the two endpoints at the middle. So from this figure, you can easily understood. Suppose this is our function. We are trying to find the value between x equal to a and x equal to b. We want to find when this curve meet the x-axis. This is our actual solution. We want to find using the bisection method. So the method says, first of all, we will divide a plus b by 2. So this is our first iteration. X1 will be a plus b by 2. Then we will see the sign of function at this point x1. And if this sign is negative and this sign is positive, it means the function's next iteration will lie between the x equal to a and x equal to x1. But if this sign is positive here, or this is x equal to b is already negative, so the point will lie now in between x1 and b. So in this way, we will continuously iterate our solution, and we will verify whether the function is negative or positive, and accordingly we will proceed. So our generalized equation is xk plus 1 equals to xk plus xk minus 1 by 2. So this is our generalized equation that we will use. So
I think there is hello sir, the
yes.
point should lie between x equals to a to x equals to x1 because x1 is positive side.
Yes, first one will lie between x equal to a and x equal to x1. Then we will find the signs. The next point will be a plus x1 by 2. Then again we will find the sign of x equal to x2, and then we will see where will the point lie. We can understand this with an example. So this is our example. Suppose we want to find the value of fx equal to x square minus 5. And this is given that this x lies between x equal to 0 and x equal to 4. We can easily see that at x equal to 0, we have this function as minus 5, and x equal to 4, we have this value 11. Means at 0, the value is negative, and at 4, the value is positive. So here negative value, here positive value. It means that there will be a point between 0 and 4 at which the function will be 0. That point we want to find. So first iteration using bisection method says it will be the half of a plus b, means 0 plus 4 by 2. So the x1 will be 2. Now if we find the function's value at this point fx1, it will be minus 1. So here we already have x equal to 0 is f0 is minus 5 and f4 is 11. And now at the middle point fx1, it is also minus 1. So this is our middle point x equal to 2, and the value is negative. It means the next point will not lie between x equal to 0 and x equal to 2 because both are negative, but the point will lie between 2 and 4. As here we are having negative value of the function, and here we are having positive value of the function. So there must be a transition from negative to positive at certain point between these 2 points. So the next iteration will be the sum of 2 and 4. So the x2 will be 2 plus 4 by 2, that is 3. So if we calculate the function's value at this point x equal to 3, it will be 4, means positive. So the next point, here we are having positive value. So the next point will not lie between these 2 points, as at x equal to 3 and x equal to 4, we are having the same value, the positive value. So the next point should lie between 2 and 3. So the next iteration will be x3 is equals to 2 plus 3 by 2. It is 2.5. And now if we calculate the value of function at x equal to 3, x equal to x3, it is positive. it shows that again our point will lie between 2 and 2.5, and in this similar procedure we will proceed up till some certain iterations. The iterations will be proceed up till we can get the approximately zero value at the x iteration point. It is understood? Is it
Yes, sir.
understood? Okay. Now, there are certain advantages and certain disadvantages of this bisection method. First, the method is certainly guaranteed to converge. Means at a certain point, it will guarantee that it will converge. As we have seen that we are continuously coming near to the point. We were, first of all, we were very far from this middle point. Then after first iteration, we came to this region. Then the second iteration, we came to this region. We are continuously coming towards the points. So we are continuously converging. So this process certainly gives an answer. This is one advantage of this method. Error bound decreases by half with each iteration. As we are doing the iteration, so we are reducing this the interval by half. So the error is also reducing by half at each iteration. But the disadvantage of this method is this method converges very slowly because we are just halving the intervals. So it slowly converges. Also, this method can detect only a single root. If there are multiple roots of a equation, then this method fails. Suppose we want to find the roots of x square minus 5. As this is a quadratic equation, this will have two roots. But we are just focusing on a certain root, and this method will give you a single root. If we want to have the second root of this equation, we need to have the another interval in which we can proceed with the similar query. So this method fails to give you more than one root. So these are some advantages and disadvantages. The next method that we will discuss is Newton-Raphson method. Newton-Raphson method has a very advantage. We will discuss it later. The generalized equation of a root is given by xn plus 1 equals to xn minus fxn divided by f dash xn. So here we are having the function and its first derivative. So, but the point, we only need a one single point to proceed with the next iteration. The next point will depend on the previous one point. There is no need of two different points. So if we have the x0 point, then we will have x1, then we will have x2, and so on. Let's discuss this with an example. So suppose we want to find the roots of the equation x to the power 6 minus x minus 1 is equals to 0. And it is already known that the root will lie between 1 and 2. The root will lie between 1 and 2. How do we know that? We can know this by bisection method. Suppose put x equal to 1 in this equation, so we will have a positive value. And the put x equal to 1, if we put, we will have negative value. And if we put x equal to 2, we will have positive value. So the sign of the function is changing between 1 and 2. So we will have a root between 1 and 2. So for first iteration, we can approximate in between the two by bisection method. So our iteration will start from x naught equals to 1.5. So this is the starting point. So for starting, we are using the bisection method. So Newton-Raphson method has a disadvantage that to start it, we need to have a certain point, and that point we can define from another methods like we are doing here using the bisection method. So now we can proceed with this x naught equals to 1.5 and find the value of x. So this is the table. Here we are having xn values. Here we are having fxn values. And now we are dividing this. The function is x to the power 6 minus x minus 1 equals to 0. So its derivative will be 6 x to the power 5 minus 1. So we will proceed with the iteration xn plus 1 equals to xn minus fx divided by f dash x, and we can have the different x values. So the advantages and disadvantages of this method are the error decreases rapidly with each iteration. So it is very fast iteration method. In fact, it is the most speedier method in among the other methods we are discussing. Unfortunately, for bad choice of x naught, if we choose x naught by mistake any other value, so this method may not converge. So you will proceed, you will iterate many times, but you may not get a correct answer if your choice of the initial value is incorrect. So the method fails at the incorrect value of initial iteration. Also, the method requires to start with an initial value, and that value can be found out by using different methods like bisection method. Okay. Now the third method that we are discussing today is secant method. Secant method is a secant like secant, you know, a chord, and then if you draw a chord in a circle, then it is called a secant. So this is the same procedure. This is our function. So this line is a secant for this curve, and this line is also a secant. So we will continuously find a secant of a particular curve. So the generalized equation is xn equals to xn minus 1 minus f of xn minus 1 into xn minus 1 minus xn minus 2 divided by f of xn minus 1 minus f of xn minus 2. This is the generalized equation, iteration equation. Again, here we need 2 points to start with the iteration, xn minus 1 and xn minus 2, to find the next iteration point. So this is the general equation. Suppose we want to find the solution of this equation, x to the power 6 minus x minus 1. So we have xn, we can have xn 0 and 1 as the starting point, because at 0 this value gives negative, and at 1 it is positive. At 1 it is negative, and at 2 it is positive. So the value will lie between 1 and 2. So we can start with the 1 and 2 as the first iteration points. So 1 and 2 we are starting, and then we can put the values here and find the next iteration points, and we can continuously proceed in this manner. So the advantages and disadvantages of this method are: this is also slow method, but it also converges. But there is certain chances that it may not converge. It is slower than the Newton-Raphson method, but faster than the bisection method. Bisection, we are dividing the intervals at the half point, and here just we are doing the secant method, so we are reaching to the point very early as compared to the bisection method. Newton methods, it requires 2 function evaluations, while the Newton method requires only a single function evaluation. But Newton method requires a differentiation, and there is no need of differentiation in the secant methods. So there are comparison between Newton's Raphson method and the secant methods. So this is all for our today's video. The next question we can discuss of the Newton-Raphson method, like if we want to find the root of 1 by n, the value of 1 by n. So you can define it like x is equal to 1 by n, and this can be rewritten as 1 by x equal to n. So we can define a function like fx equals to 1 by x minus n. So the derivative of this function will be minus 1 by x square. So our generalized Newton-Raphson method will be xk plus 1 equals to xk minus fxk divided by f dash xk. So we know the fx value, that is 1 by x minus n. We know the f dash x value, that is 1 by x square minus times. So our xk plus 1 generalized equation will be 2xk minus n times xk square. So the method says that we have to start it with starting value x not equals to 0.05, and suppose n is 17. We want to find the value of 1 by 17. So x1 will be put here 2 into 0.05 minus 17 into 0.05 whole square. So the first iteration value will be 0.0575. Similarly, next iteration we can use x1 in this equation and n as 17. So we can proceed here. So our final root will be, that is 1 by 17. The value of 1 by 17 will be 0.058823. So this is the simple procedure of doing Newton-Raphson method. So this is all for today's video. If you like this video, please like it, share it with your friends, and you can also join our Telegram channel, that is Physics by IITians, on which we encourage discussion, and also we daily put some research articles that will help you in your further studies and research. Thank you. If you want to join our test series, you can just click on the link that is given in the description below and pay your registration fee. Thank you.